I am Benedicta Izezi, the founder of Single Married Fulfilled. SMF is a knowledge based ministry to single and married people with a mission to help them live fulfilled lives. I believe that as single or married people, we can go on to be all that God planned for us to be, not letting our marital status become a hindrance to the fulfillment of God's purpose for our lives. I strongly believe that no one should let go of the things that are really important to them, to God, and to humanity for any reason, single or married. It was on the premise of this conviction that Project Twinkle, an outreach of SMF, was born to reach out to undercared for kids in our society, bringing them the love of Christ and giving them simple necessities that the caregivers are usually unable to provide. The first edition of Project Twinkle was during the Easter season this year, 2016. Having visited the community we wanted to reach, we were able to better relate with how important a role our work would play in giving the kids hope. We took pictures of the deplorable conditions of living of the people and began soliciting for funds through social media. Family, friends, and friends of friends, members of the over 12,000 member base of the SMF group on social media, identified with the cause of Project Twinkle and decided to participate. Then came the day when we would execute the program we had been planning for about a month. It was 2nd April 2016, and we all gathered together, a team of dynamic, passionate, and humble individuals, some single and others married, but all living fulfilled lives. The location was Ajegunle at Ajegunle LCDA of Lagos State, Nigeria. The community dwellers greeted every one of us with warmth and a kind smile. They weren't sure why we had come, but they knew we were united in purpose, probably because we all had the SMF Project Twinkle branded shirts on. They received us, knowing that we would not leave them the way we had met them. As a team, we moved around the community so we could each get a grasp of the importance of what we had come to do. It was not a jamboree, it was a mission, and we knew we had to make the right impact. In what looked like no time, the kids began to trickle in. It must have been the sound of music. Officials began to make them assemble under the canopy according to their gender and age brackets, engaging them in simple but beautiful dance steps. Then the time came for us to tell them about the one who had made our lives beautiful. So beautiful we could share of it. We knew they are kids, but some of us had received Christ as little children, and so children understand the words about God. The officiating ministers ministered the gospel in its simplicity to the children with passion and sincerity, telling them words by which they could be saved and given hope for the future. They listened with rapt attention, and many of them made a decision for Christ on that day. Hallelujah! They were led in the salvation prayer and then began their new walk with God. It was beautiful to see them receive copies of Children Christian materials and Rhapsody of Reality's Kiddos daily devotionals with joy and gratitude. The party will soon start, but not before the games. A cross-section of kids were chosen from the various classes we had created to compete in a game show. It was a throw in the basket kind of game. The junior boy won, but everyone was a winner as they all got the Superman puzzle games and copies of the most outstanding book on mind management by best-selling author Reverend Dr. Chris Oyakhilome, DSc, DD, The Power of Your Mind. Then it was time for us to begin the distribution of items to the kids. We had made packs specific to girls from age 2 to 6 and 7 to 12, and those for boys from age 2 to 6 and 7 to 12. These packs contained school items, toiletries, and party items. We also had clothes, shoes, and toys for the kids. All these were arranged nicely in colorful nylon bags and handed over to the kids as it trickled in from the queues. Officials got busy maintaining the assembly lines, others assembled the gifts, others handing the gifts to the kids. Some others marked the fingers of the kids as they got their packs to avoid giving more than a pack to one child, while others worked to control the crowd of kids that at this time began to be almost overwhelming. About 1,000 kids were reached in all, with faith for today, hope for the future, and love for all times. Their lives would never be the same again. 2nd April 2016 would be a day to remember for a very long time. SMF says thank you To all Project Twinkle officials who were on ground to ensure a seamless execution of the program from start to finish. We would also like to say a big thank you to our Project Twinkle sponsors who believed enough to be a part of this. Some of us are better than some of us, but none of us is better than all of us. God bless you.